Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another book review. As you can see, I will be reviewing Finnegan's Week by Josh Wambaum. Probably butchered that. And this book's got the little step back thing that I like. So I'm going to read the back of the book real quick. It says, Finnegan is a San Diego police detective and wannabe actor who's passing midlife crisis and heading straight for midlife meltdown. The last thing he wants when he's gearing up for a TV audition is a routine truck theft case. The last thing he needs after 3 messy divorces is a sexy female investigator assigned to Finn's case. Finn's abysmal luck is holding out. He's got not only the thief investigation, but an uneasy alliance with 2 strong-willed women, each working a separate angle of his once simple case. So, hope you can see that. So, this is a book I picked up from one of my library book hauls. I actually gave it to, or was it, I don't remember if it's a thrift or not, but I gave it to a coworker. He read it, and he was like, it's pretty good. So, I gave it a shot. So, let's see. This was published in 93 or 94, I'm not 100% sure. And it's not the type of book that I generally read. I have some notes, so I'm looking over here. At first, I really thought this book was kind of ridiculous, but the more I read it, the more and more it engaged me. As it says, Finn is a police officer who also wants to be an actor. Hold on. Sorry about that. And he's been divorced 3 times. 3 times. Okay, first of all, why would you do that? I'm not sure, but okay. And of course, he's having the midlife crisis or whatever. And he gets involved in a case where 2 truckers end up stealing some shoes from the Navy, and they take them down to Tijuana, and a whole mess happens. This book, it's kind of from multiple points of view, so if you can't handle that, I would say just leave it alone. But as the case goes on, more and more, I like this book. I like the dynamic between Finn and the 2 ladies. One is a woman around his age, and she kind of came in from the chemical side of it. And then the younger girl, which is called Bad, she's a Navy investigator coming on the Navy side. And it's funny because Finn kind of has a date with both of them, and the lady Nell kind of shuts him down. And then, he's working with Bad Dog, that's what they call her. And, she's flirting with him, giving him that feeling, but he still calls her kid. So he knows that she's way too young for him. And, of course, Nell gets jealous. They all go to TJ, which is called Tijuana, and try to figure out what's going on. I loved how this book ended. It didn't end on a completely happy ever after. Not everybody in this book, ended up in a good place. No, some of them got it. And this one character, his name is Shelby, but he went by Way. He was a character. Now, this does have some racial kind of slurs in it from Way's point of view, but it's not blatantly in your face. So if you can't even handle that, I wouldn't read this. It's not often, but it's there. But would I read this again? No. Would I pass it on to maybe one of my older friends or coworkers? Definitely. If they like police detective things, I think they would like this. So if you're looking for something different to read and you're, perusing the shelves and you see something from back in the day from the 90s, give this a try because, you know what? It was an okay time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, evening. Please comment below if you've read any of this author's other books, what you thought about it, and share the video so maybe somebody else can find them. Bye!